Okay, so looking back here, we're back where we left off on the activation screen, and if I wanted to here, I could actually graphically start to try to activate. I could change my product key. So right now I don't actually have a real product key in there. It's just a temporary one that they gave me for evaluation, but I could click change my product key. I could put a new product key in that I own, if it's an MAK key or whatever, plug that in, and then at that point I could activate. Okay. Now, there's also a few other things you can do. From command line, you can actually you can troubleshoot activation. You can activate. You could write a script that does activation on a bunch of machines if you wanted to. There's various things there you could actually do. So I'm going to go to command prompt, and I'm going to right-click command prompt, run as an administrator, and then from there I can type the slmgr command. That's the System License Manager command. And there's switches I can use with that. Like I could do a /DLI, for example, and that's going to display license information. So what will happen there is it'll pop a little box up, as you can see, and the little box is going to let me just zoom in on that for you. That's going to let me see some information involving my activation. So I can tell here operating system info, and it's saying that it's wanting to use Volume KMS client. So the version of Enterprise I've put on here is wanting to use this KMS server. Actually, I don't have a KMS server at the moment, so obviously it's not going to be able to activate. Okay. So again, the only thing that'll happen there is I won't have access to personal features. Okay. But I could go and activate that and get access to the personalization features if I wanted to. Now, this SLMGR also has a bunch of other switches. So let me pull that up on the screen for you, and this is what that looks like here. A bunch of different switches here. You have SLMGR/UPK, which is uninstall current product key. If you wanted to remove the current product key, you could use that. All right. You have SLMGR DLI. That's going to display current license information. Okay, that's the one I just demonstrated. You have SLMGR ATO. So if you entered in a new product key, you could activate it by using the ATO switch. You have SLMGR IPK. That's going to replace or change an existing product key. You have SLMGR XPR. This is going to show your expiration date of your license. So if your license is going to expire. Now that's really, you're going to run across that on servers mostly. Servers have a restriction to where once you set up a new version of server like Server 2016 or Server 2019, it's going to expire in 90 days if you don't activate it. And then what happens is the server just starts rebooting on you every hour. You boot the server up, you can use it for an hour, and then it'll shut down on you. Okay, and so at that point, you could use this little command here. This little command doesn't really do a whole lot in Windows 10, but in a server it does. It's kind of cool. You can reset that 90-day period. You can reset it 3 times actually. And so if you're practicing and playing around with servers and trying to learn server, it's a great way for you to do it. You can put it up in a VM, a virtual machine environment, and if you want to practice with that server, you can. After 90 days, if you want to rearm it, you use that command right there. It'll reboot, and then at that point, it will no longer start rebooting every hour on you. So again, these two things here, these are mostly for servers, but I wanted to bring them up anyway, just to give you a little extra information on that. Okay. So hopefully this helps you understand what KMS is, Key Management Services, MAK, the Multiple Activation Key, and then a little bit about the SLMGR. So these commands can be helpful if you wanted to write a script or something like that for automation. Granted, if you've set up a KMS server and you've gone through the imaging process, you really will kind of get an automated environment, and you really should only have to use these commands on occasion, maybe for troubleshooting.